So as some of you may know, I love mudras. Mudras are hand gestures, and one of the books I've got is called Mudras Yoga for Your Hands. So if you don't have a yoga mat, if you're traveling, if you're walking out in nature, if you're sat on your sofa watching TV, you can still do some yoga because you can do yoga with your hands. And mudras work in a similar way to how reflexology works in the feet, is that you have certain points on your hands, you have energy that moves through the body, and by pressing and touching different fingertips, sliding and interlocking the fingers in certain ways, we redirect energy that flows down the arms and we send it back into the body like a feedback mechanism that comes back into the body and directs energy in a very specific way. There are hundreds of mudras, and it's going to take me, I think, the rest of my life to learn all about mudras. But from since September last year, now we're now in April 2020, since September last year, every 2 weeks in my classes we've been trying mudra. And I've been encouraging my students to try them at home, and the feedback has been really positive, especially the one we did for sleep. We did a sleep mudra and loads of people tried it and said it helped them to go to sleep. So I'll do that one day, but today we're doing fearless mudra, or have no fear mudra, Abhaya mudra. And what's great about this mudra for when we're in this lockdown period that we're in at the moment with the coronavirus pandemic going on, it's a fearless mudra, but it's also a mudra you can use to send loving energy out to others. So if you have people that you're disconnected from physically, you can send them some beautiful loving thoughts through this mudra. So let's give it a try. We're going to first of all start by bringing our left hand here to the very base of the abdomen. So not into your lap here, but lifted a little bit, with the outside edge of the hand gently pressing against the abdomen. And then I'd like you to imagine right in here, so my navel's here, so in this space below the navel and the top of the pubic bone, imagine here you've got a little ball of energy. And imagine that ball of energy, I like to imagine that mine sort of turns slowly, a bit like a planet, spinning slowly on its axis. And imagine that this ball of energy has been with you your whole life. This is the very center of your being. This is like your center of gravity. This is the point, the fulcrum between the lower body and the upper body, the place from which we move, the place from which we go out into the world. Think of this as being the very center of your being. And let's start here with the left hand here, right hand on top of the lower abdomen. Send a breath down into that belly. Lengthen your breath. Feel the belly moving into the right hand. See if you can actively breathe here into the belly. Of course, you're not actually breathing into the belly. What you're doing is you're pushing the diaphragm downwards, and that presses the organs of the abdomen down, and then they've got nowhere else to go, so they have to come out. But it does feel a bit like you're blowing up a balloon with your inhale. Now instantly that movement of the diaphragm creates a impression on the spine which triggers the relaxation response. So we can even kind of calm those fearful, anxious feelings even by just bringing the breath into the belly. Slow the breath. Maybe visualize this ball of light in the belly, about the size of a tennis ball, maybe the colour orange or golden, spinning slowly, swirling. Keep your spine tall, keep your shoulders soft, tuck your chin so your neck is long, wriggle into a nice tall seated position as you do another couple of breaths here. You can breathe out through the mouth if you like. That helps you to settle the body a little bit deeper. Okay, so Once we've established the breath here in the belly, bring your right hand up, almost like a stop sign, like a stop, like that. This is our fearlessness gesture now. So the right hand comes in line with the shoulder. Keep your elbow tucked in close to your body. Send that breath right down into the belly. And there's a Buddhist legend that says that the Buddha was being attacked by an angry elephant, and he simply held his hand in Abhaya Mudra. Immediately the raging animal became calm. Bringing your own hand into this mudra instills in you a similar attitude of fearlessness that extends out to everyone who comes into contact with you. Okay, so see how your energy is shifted with your right hand in that position. Close your eyes and continue to take long, deep breaths into the belly. And I'm just going to introduce a visualization now into this practice. So imagine now you've got a silver or golden funnel at the crown of your head. And every time you breathe in, you draw divine light into your mind with your inhale. And that light can be any colour you want it to be. And then from the mind, let it flood into and fill your whole body with light. And you can draw in a quality here if you like: courage, confidence, strength, peace, calm, softness, stillness. When your whole body is filled with light, and we're still feeding that beautiful ball of energy in the abdomen, on your next exhale, breathe out through the right palm, out into the world. Projecting your fearlessness, your courage out into the world. Just like the Buddha raising his hand to the angry elephant. In a very non-violent, in a very passive way, but a very assertive way. Don't mess with me. I'm fearless. I'm not afraid of you. Okay. So continue visualization. Let's bring in an affirmation now. My favourite affirmation at the moment for this mudra, because I've been practicing it myself, my favourite affirmation is this: I am courageous. I face my fears with kindness, compassion, and confidence. I am courageous. I face my fears with kindness, compassion, and confidence. Take another 3 breaths here. And then bring your left hand onto your heart. And you can say to yourself, all is well. Bring your right hand on top. All is well. Bring the hands down to the lap. And then the second way of using this mudra is to send positive energy out to somebody else. So in this time also we're separated from a lot of our loved ones. We might be worried about somebody on their own, or someone who's struggling, somebody who is got their hands full, someone still working. So let's close our eyes and draw somebody into mind that we'd like to send loving energy to. Keep breathing into the belly. Bring that person to mind. A beautiful smiling face. And then slowly bring yourself back into Abhaya Mudra. Draw that divine light in through the crown of your head. Maybe change the quality that you draw in. Think of a quality that you would like to send to them. Strength, courage, healing, positivity, love. Fill your heart up, fill your belly. And then on every exhale, send that out through the palm of your right hand to that person. And visualize that person happy, smiling, relaxed. Wow. Full of health and vitality. And 3 more breaths here. Bring your left hand onto your heart. Bring your right hand on top. All is well. In this moment, all is well. Hands together in prayer position. Give yourself a little bow. Namaste, everybody.